All right. Hey, guys. We are back here once again for the next episode of A Conversation with Kely. Doing something a little bit different than we usually do, which is always fun. A nice little change of pace from like talking about reality television and things like that. We'll get into more of what we're doing in a little bit. But before we do, I'm going to introduce my lovely and beautiful co-host, Allie. How are you doing today?
I am wonderful. I have a day off, so I've just been chilling. I went for a walk, which is super nice out, which we're finally getting some nice weather. And
yes, thank God for that. We love seasonal, accurate seasonal weather.
Yes.
That's a pet
peeve
of mine.
Also had some stuff for apply last day.
Yes,
and yeah, I'm very excited for this.
Yes, definitely. Very excited to get into all of this. But so what we're doing today is there's a very small show that has its second part potentially coming out on Friday. No, in all seriousness, Stranger Things 4. Probably the most talked about season since the first one. Thank you to Netflix for actually having a pretty good release strategy for once, not just dropping the whole fucking thing at once and then it getting swept under the rug like season 3. And because of that, there are a lot, and I think, with the way this season was designed, there are a lot of people that are endlessly theorizing what the hell is going to happen in these last 2 episodes, and us included. So this video is basically going to be us, talking about our predictions, what we think is going to happen, what we thought of certain things. I will be honest, when it comes to like the review portion, I'm not going to be doing a lot of the talking here because I already reviewed this show on my regular channel. So I'm mainly going to be, I mainly talked about it there. I'll be chiming in mostly when it comes to like predictions and things like that. But we are not alone for this. We do have 2 really amazing guests with us. Yeah. First of all, you'll love her. She always has something to contribute to the conversation. There have been many times where we've had her on as a surprise guest, but this time around, she is on. She was actually the inspiration behind this video, so we had to have her on for that reason alone. Here she is, the wonderful Miss Grace Yonsei.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I am the person who did think it. I was like, okay, thinking about it, and it's strange. I just got done watching Stranger Things, and then Kevin was watching it. Ali was about to watch it. I went to them and I said, "Oh my goodness, y'all! I got an idea for your podcast since you like doing this every Monday. There's so many things that happen in the Stranger Things season. Let's do a conspiracy theory predictions video because there's so many questions to ask. There's so many answers that we need. So, yeah, no, I love this show so much. This season's been amazing, and I'm very excited to be covered. And I've been literally surfing on YouTube, literally watching prediction videos of what could happen. I'm excited to see what happens. So I'm gonna see.
Honestly, this was such a great idea.
Yes. Now, not as good of an idea as our other guest here because he's really terrifying me at the moment. As per usual, you never really know what you're gonna get with him. But he's here. It's Henry Ewing.
Woo.
Hello and welcome to Movie Phone.
It's already a bad idea.
And I got a special guest here, the star of Stranger Things herself, Millicent Robert Brown.
Oh, wow.
That's Millicent.
Yes, Millicent Robert Brown. All right, so I think what we're gonna do, the best way to go about this is there are 3 stories that happen obviously in this season, 3 different sort of not timelines but locations that we're in. So we're gonna go through each of them, give our predictions. I'm gonna basically give you guys the floor to talk about what you thought of everything, and then I'll chime in when it comes to predictions. So we're gonna start off with the least eventful, I think. Start off with Russia. What did you guys think of what they did with Russia? Because Hopper, we saw at the end of season 3, presumably died. I thought it was a pretty effective death, but they were like, nope, he came back, and now we have the Russia story. What did you guys think?
Pretty interesting. Like, I thought that that prison guard guy, Enzo, was pretty cool, and the whole Yuri thing, and it got more interesting like near the end, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With the Russia storyline for me, the thing is, I like it because I agree with Henry. It is an interesting storyline, especially with the Russians being involved last season and then taking Hopper. Personally, unlike Kevin, I'm glad they actually have Hopper and didn't like completely kill him because I enjoyed him as a character, and I was really sad when I thought he will die.
Yeah.
And I loved him in 11's relationship. I didn't want anything to happen with that. And yeah, I thought, like, especially with Enzo and the way the guards are, I really enjoyed the storyline. And the other part I enjoyed about it, and it shows how, like, Russia is, like, we get to see the visual with that. The only critique, like, there is a critique I have for it, and that is it doesn't have that much connection to what's going on in Hawkins.
Mm-hmm.
And I really hope in this second part there is some kind of Russian connection with that. And I kind of, now that I think about it, I kind of have a little idea that kind of maybe connects the two things, but we'll just have to see with that, and I'll say it in a little bit.
With my opinion on this, I actually do like. I think it's fairly fascinating, very riveting. It was a very interesting storyline for sure. But I kind of agree with Grace there. Like it didn't really have anything to do with Hawkins and everything. But I thought it was pretty interesting. Like I always just like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next, kind of thing. It was really cool for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give my brief thoughts when it comes to the Russia storyline. It's easily my least favorite storyline of the season. I don't dislike it or anything. It just, it feels like it's almost a completely different show at points because it does feel so like disconnected in that way. Two, it felt very repetitive for a while. Like, oh, he's gonna escape and then he doesn't, and then he's gonna escape again. No, he doesn't. So the fact that he's now at least reunited with Joyce and Murray hopefully is going to do good, make this storyline a little bit more interesting. It's going to bode well for the trajectory of this story moving forward. I'm still unsure if like this was the storyline worth bringing back Hopper for, because I think I love his character, obviously, but season 3, I just thought he had a really satisfying death, especially with the way they wrap things up. But if they can find a way to still like insert him into the story in a way that makes sense, in a way that feels like they still have untapped potential with this character, then fine. It's just right now I'm not really sure how to feel about it, but I do want to hear your prediction, Grace, because I'm interested.
Yeah.
I feel so. Beck, I think the Russians have a connection with Vecna in some way. I think when they were tampering with the Upside Down, I kind of feel they did something, because think about it, Vecna, we didn't know about Vecna, we didn't see Vecna this season specifically. Where was Vecna? Like, think about it, where was Vecna before this season? Like, was Vecna asleep? What was he doing?
Yeah, I do have a prediction on that. Yeah. We'll get to that later.
I kind of feel with the Russians tampering with the ups, because 11 sent him in there and he was asleep. I feel the Russians tampering with the Upside Down is what caused Vecna to come back and wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, like when I saw that Hopper was alive, I was like, what? Like,
yeah.
Like because I obviously like binge.
And they do hint to it at the end of 3 in like a post-credits scene.
Yeah, I didn't believe it. I literally did. Like, you can watch back my review. I was like, no, there's no way they're going to bring back Hopper. Like, this is going to be something they don't come back to. And they very much came back to it.
How it ended, I'm like, is he gone for good? Like, but then I'm like, okay, I really love him as a character, one of the best, but like, it was satisfying for sure. But I mean, I was also happy that he was alive, because he is one of the best.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's definitely one of the best characters. And I do like the arc I think they're trying to get into with him, where, you know, he now wants to like be the savior to everyone. He wants to try to fix everything. And he's kind of starting to like blame himself for everything that's kind of happened. So I think seeing Joy and Murray again, I think what we're going to see is he's going to get some of that hope back. He's going to get some of that optimism back that he's kind of lost. And I think that's kind of where we're going moving forward, but we'll have to see how it connects. I don't know how the fuck they're going to get to Hawkins and things like, because I'm sure that they're going to reunite with everyone, but we'll see how they're able to do that. I don't think that's going to happen until like probably the last episode of this season, but we'll see. We'll see what happens there. I am looking forward to the reuniting between him and 11, because that's going to inevitably happen, and I'm going to cry my eyes out when it does.
I'm really going to cry. I'm literally going to cry so hard because the girl literally got bullied for him dying.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be emotional.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
So I think that's really all we can say when it comes to the only other thing I will say, do we have any death predictions on this side? Because everyone's talking about there's going to be major deaths and things like that. On this side of the story, do we think anybody is dying here?
I think I saw this on Twitter, and I see a lot of people saying this, and I kind of agree. I would be really sad if it happens. Yeah. I kind of think it will happen, but also at the same time, I could see them surviving, and that would be Murray.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I can see that.
Well, he's had
maybe right now.
Yeah, and Murray's had a much more like expanded role this season, so it would kind of make sense if like he went out that way. So I wouldn't be surprised. They're not killing Joyce. Like, let's get that out of the way. They're not fucking killing Joyce. And
Enzo could die too.
Yeah,
Enzo's a goner. Like, he's gonna die.
There's no way Joyce will.
I think Enzo dying is more certain than Murray.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Murray would die if they really wanted to, like, you know, the only reason I think Murray's going to die is because they're focusing a lot more on him this season. He has a much bigger role, and they could potentially kill him off. I'm just not really sure how they would do that. But Enzo's definitely a goner. Like, I see him going in the way of Alexei, where it's like, this is a character that we didn't realize we were as connected to. I don't think it's going to be quite as sad and like, you know, like precious as Alexei's death, because Jesus Christ, that one, I did not realize how attached I was to Alexei until he died. But I feel like Enzo is probably a goner, most likely.
Yeah, that's like the main one that makes sense, I think.
Yeah. We'll have to see. Okay, so I think that's everything to say really with the Russia storyline, because it's not super connected to everything that's going on right now. Let's get to some of the more interesting stuff, the California stuff. Lots to talk about. Who would like to start when it comes to what we thought?
California love.
Song that was not released in the 80s.
It could be the time machine.
Just play the OC theme song.
11's favorite show. She's a time traveler now.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. But let's talk about the California story. Who would like to start?
Not the laughing. Okay, I can go first for this one. I love California, so I should go first. Anyways, and my family's there.
You were just in California for a month, so
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
But I really enjoyed the California storyline. Like seeing what it was like for 11, Will, Jonathan, what they're like, enjoy seeing what their life was like. I really want, and I'm really glad that, like, especially Mike came to visit 11 and everything. With that, I just like to, like, unlike the Russia story, the California storyline connects better.
Especially the ending.
To Hawkins, and I'm just really interested to see how they're gonna try and find 11.
Yeah.
They already know what state she's in thanks to Susie. So we will be able to hopefully. I hope they do find her, but something tells me like they're not gonna see her until like they get to Hawkins.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think. Yeah, I think we're probably not going to see them reunite until probably the finale, especially because like we did not see them in episode 7. So
no, like
then why are you watching?
Why are you watching?
Why are you watching? It's all spoilers. Yeah, we should say spoilers. If it wasn't obvious, spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
You are finishing your shows and I am making you sit down with me and you are watching all Stranger Things episodes, okay?
Just do it.
Okay.
Yes.
I love him.
We do love Sam. We do love Sam.
Yes, I'm icon.
But yeah, no, I think that's what's gonna happen there. And again, and I was talking like I hate how I'm just gonna personally say 11 got some. Bye. 11 has some boss power though. She has some boss power. Like that bitch was over there bullying her, fucking around with her for messing with Hopper, and she said, "Bitch, you're not gonna fucking bother me. I'm unbothered." Bam! She takes that skate, yes, her on the nose. Like I was personally rooting for 11 when it happened. Yes. That girl seems like a basic ass white sorority, Starbucks. Fucking give me a coffee with hot milk. A fucking Chanel Oberlin. Like I'm glad 11 could smack her in the nose.
Yes. Oh, 11's such a badass. I love her so much. And I love this. Oh my god, that scene! Like, I was just like, yes, that's what she deserves. But yeah, the California storyline was like honestly one of the best of the season. Like you really got to just like dive deep into like everything, honestly.
Yeah, I like the California stuff. Like,
Kevin says my stream mode is laggy as fuck, so I'm coming back.
Wow, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
But yeah, it's cool seeing how the Byers family plus 11 are living now. And yeah, I really like Argyle. He's a cool guy.
Oh yeah.
What else? Yeah, there's that one shootout at the house that was intense.
Oh my god, that's huge.
Yeah, and I think there's gonna be some stuff with Will and Mike that we'll see, and stand them going to Utah.
Are they gonna meet you?
Yeah.
Are they gonna go to East High School with you?
Yeah.
Like kind of the piggyback off that. So let's talk about for a second. Let's talk about Will's drawing and how he's acting around Mike.
Yeah.
There's so many things I'm seeing on Twitter. So many things, and Will, by the way his character is, I would not put it past me for him to have a crush on Mike.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say that. Yeah.
However, I kind of feel like the thing is, Mike is like super, super, super in love with 11.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think Mike is gonna have that kind of swing that way. So I kind of feel like Will's gonna come out with it and show the drawing.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, we don't know what it is, and especially if 11 hiding it from 11, like I definitely think like Mike and Will are gonna have a little talk it out, and I think it's gonna go smoothly, and I think Will's gonna feel like he's not gonna have this crush anymore.
Yeah. I feel like because obviously the show is just like has the best writing. I feel like they'll probably give Will like a really good story going forward. I mean, obviously,
we got one more season.
Yeah, we do.
Like with this whole Mike thing, or just like and coming to terms with sexuality, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because obviously we don't know like any of that, so I'm excited to find out more.
Oh yeah, no.
He's a great character.
Yeah, he's a really good character, and I feel I like what they're doing with the character. Say if they do have that storyline with him, I'm really like that they're doing that with him because the first season he literally was gone. The second season he was attacked by the Mind Flayer.
Yeah.
Third season, where the fuck where was he? He wasn't memorable.
Mm-hmm.
This season he has more of like a character arc.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to see what they do with his character. I want to see more.
And like, love Mike like as a character. He's one of the best as well. Like I don't even really dislike anyone, but he definitely is kind of an asshole this season.
Don't even get me.
Like love you, but what are you doing?
I just wanna say that I got so annoyed when they were out there exposing, belittling, bullying, pouring stuff on 11. This motherfucker, he don't even try. This is his way of stopping it. Going to the people and telling them to turn the music and the lights and the audio off.
Mm-hmm.
If all of that was like, say if people were doing that, and if you're, I hope you're still watching what I'm talking about. This, say if that was said, that people were, it was a skating rink. Seb was 11, and I saw some bitches full of that. I'm gonna go out there and like pull him off the skating rink and beat some hoes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like he did not handle that situation well at all. Like he should have gone out there and protected her.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Sub's happy to be 11.
He is selected. But like he handled that so wrong. And then like the other thing too that bothered me is that like the notes, 11 has a point. If you're in a serious relationship, you're gonna writing a letter, be like, love Mike.
Yeah.
From Mike.
That's some friendship. That's some friendship level BS right there. Like, like nothing more than friends level BS. Like I understand why she's mad at it. I would.
Yeah.
I know.
I would have cursed him out.
Oh, like wouldn't we all? Because like you did not handle that well.
Okay, where is Kevin?
He is restarting his computer. Oh, there he is. Perfect timing.
We have to catch him up.
There we go. Okay.
That
was fucking weird. My StreamYard was literally like everything was like slow, and I like literally couldn't see shit.
We were discussing how like Mike makes us very frustrated this season.
Oh yeah. So this is what I think. So let me talk about Mike as the character.
We're talking about Will's theory with Will's drawing too.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll talk about the Will stuff first because I definitely have a theory as to what's happening there. I think it's pretty obvious that Will definitely has feelings for Mike. The way that he talks about him, especially this season. You know, the Duffer Brothers have said that, oh, we're trying to leave it up to interpretation. It could mean like a bunch of different things. But here's my rebuttal with that. And I'm sure y'all have seen there are a bunch of photos that have been released for Volume 2. One of the ones that sticks out to me is a photo of Will literally sobbing into the arms of Jonathan. And if he was doing that, it would be one of two things. It's either Joyce is dead, which is not happening. We already discussed that. That's not fucking happening. Or he's going to come out to Jonathan. And I think that's what is probably going to happen. I think that, you know, Jonathan's a character that hasn't really had a lot to do And I feel like something like that, would really propel that character forward. And I think, they've kind of done this story with Will where, he hasn't really had a chance to grow up because his childhood was kind of taken away for him. And I think they're still doing that, but I think we're also getting into this idea that Will himself is, kind of figuring out his sexuality. I mean, there's the scene in episode 1 where he's playing footsie with that girl and it rejects it. So I think they're definitely going in that direction, and I'm definitely here for it because I think it makes the most sense for Will as a character.
I was saying too, I think Will's also going to confess to Mike about these feelings. I feel that they said that Mike is going to have a huge monologue.
I was
and I think I think it's going to be about his love for 11.
I think so too.
Yeah,
because Mike this season, I mean, he's kind of a dick.
He's so
what you're saying.
Yeah, he
I already said, the way he handled her getting the way she got treated in the skating rink, he didn't try to stop it. He just went to the people and said, turn the audio off. He should have gone out there. And I said this while you were gone, and it was funny. I said, if that was Seb in the middle of the skating rink and people were doing that, I would have kicked some people's asses.
Yeah.
I get to be 11. Still,
you
why
hit somebody with a roller skate?
Why would you not go out there and go rescue her and tell these people to fuck off?
That's definitely something that I noticed this season. I think that, I've seen a lot of people say Mike doesn't feel the same character-wise. Finn Wolfhard feels like he's not as into it. I feel this is all intentional. They are trying to write Mike in a way where he's getting kind of passive. He's not really as, he's kind of standoffish in that way. He isn't really opening up about his emotions and things like that. And I think him being separated from 11 and now him going to, rescue her and things like that. One of the things that the Duffer brothers talked about early on in the season, actually, is that Finn Wolfhard has the most emotional material that he ever has. And right now it's we haven't seen it. So clearly something's going down in these last 2 episodes. And I think it is what you're saying, Grace. I think we're going to get that scene where he just confesses his love to Elle, and I think those two are probably going to be stronger than ever by the end of the season. I think we're going to see them rekindle things a bit.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to have a heart to heart, or just have this really nice moment that brings them closer than ever. Yeah,
I think so too. I think that's definitely where we're heading. Talking about California in terms of the actual side quest of rescuing Elle, I'm interested in seeing where that whole thing is going to go, because while I think that's a nice little diversion from everything else that's going on, at the same time, I'm I don't really know how to feel about this right now, because it doesn't feel disconnected necessarily. It's disconnected tonally. It's a lot more silly and things like that. The one thing I do hope is that Argyle as a character has a lot more to do. He's just kind of the stoner guy who just says funny things.
I love Argyle though.
Yeah.
I need him to be a little bit more than that for me to connect to him as a character. He's a fun character, but I wouldn't say I am connected to Argyle yet, especially in
book smart cast.
Yeah.
So. Another thing too is the guards and everything that are trying to rescue 11 too.
Yeah.
And, all of them getting attacked by the people who are out to get her.
Yeah, that whole thing is crazy. I think when it comes to California, we talked about the rescue side of things. Oh, the other thing, I think we're definitely going to see Susie again. Susie, I think, is going to play a big role in the finale in some fashion.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because they kind of show us that scene in episode 1 of her and Dustin. I think they're definitely leading towards us actually getting to see those two IRL.
Honestly, I'm totally here for that.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Yes.
Because we have yet to see those two actually interact. That's not, between a walkie-talkie. So I think we're actually going to get to see those two interact, face to face. And I think it's going to be some of the best stuff we've had for both of those characters.
Yeah. It'll probably just be really wholesome.
Yeah.
More singing.
Sing the never ending story again. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
No.
That is one of the best moments of the entire show, and I will not be told.
So good. I love that song.
Yeah. Okay, so I think, we kind of talked about everything going on in the California side of things when it comes to the rescue mission. One thing I do, going back to this, do we think there's any character on this side of things that potentially is going to die?
Actually, well, are we going to count the L being, are we going to count the L stuff with her with being taken away?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that next. Because that kind of turns into its own thing. So
honestly, like, I don't think it would make any sense for any of them to die.
I think the thing that's going to happen is that it's not going to be death, but I think that Jonathan and Nancy's relationship is going to end.
Oh, yeah. I need... That's my thing. Jonathan is a character. Not this. No, not this at all. I will say, I saw some stupid fucking theory out there that people actually think the show is going to end.
Like, what the fuck?
I saw some.
Silly, y'all.
I think Seb's having a bad
hilarious.
Everyone thinks that the show is going to end with them just like playing Dungeons and Dragons, and the whole thing was just like an elaborate fantasy. And if they would not.
Fuck no.
Oh God,
that's not what they're going to do. No. We're not going to get a Saint Elsewhere type ending. Going back to Jonathan though, I hope that does happen, because right now I feel like he's kind of stuck as a character. They don't really know what to do with him. He's just kind of like the stoner guy. He's waiting for Nancy. If they actually do that, like, at least we'll have something for Jonathan. That's why I want that scene with Will to be like Will, coming out to Jonathan, because they'll give Jonathan a little bit more to do, and especially Charlie Heaton more to do as an actor. Because right now I just feel like they don't really know what to do with him. So.
Yeah.
Like with Jonathan.
I feel like he's kind of like stuck.
He's a great character. I kind of agree. I echo you there that sometimes he doesn't have a lot to do, but I mean, he is a good character.
Yeah, if I had to name a character that I'm just like, I don't really know what their purpose is right now, it would be Jonathan. I feel like he's just kind of stuck. But hopefully he gets a little bit more meaty material in these last two episodes.
I hope so.
So we'll wait for Grace to come back to talk about all the L stuff, because obviously there's a lot to talk about there.
Yes.
But trying to think more stuff with the California crew. There's not a ton to talk about because it's a lot of just like this side quest of sorts, and it's
a very fun and unique storyline. I love it.
Yeah, and the other thing is that like we didn't get to see them at all in episode 7, so they have a lot to catch us up on in the next one. And I feel like there's a reasoning for that. They're probably going to have like a lot in the next episode. So I was surprised we didn't see them in that episode. I was like, oh, we're really going like the Game of Thrones route, where sometimes you just don't see certain storylines. So. Yes, Seb for as 11. I want to see it. Make it happen.
That'd be iconic.
Someone needs to Photoshop.
Oh, hey, it's Seb.
Wait. Same.
Honestly,
I also have a Funko Pop of Seb.
It'd be really fun. Are we gonna have
what?
Wait, are we gonna have
Funko Pops of Seb, because Seb said he's 11?
So that makes. Wait, that makes me mine.
Are we gonna have Gem's Funko Pops?
Yeah.
Sure. We'll start a whole series.
Conversation with Kely merch.
Oh my God! Could you imagine if we had our?
Yeah, like we know how to make Funko Pops.
It'd be so funny.
Okay, so we gotta get to the 11 stuff, because obviously that's some of the media stuff in the show. I think the first thing to bring up though is Dr. Brenner, him coming back. How do we feel?
That was an interesting twist to have him there. I feel that was a very, very important part to add to this storyline of this season.
Yeah, and it's
there's like something gonna happen there? Is there gonna be like forgiveness or something?
I think that's exactly where they're going. I think he's going down a redemption arc of sorts, and we're gonna see, because the way they portray him in episode 1, especially, like you kind of see that, like, even though he was doing a lot of like unethical shit, like he saw these kids as like his own in a way, and he kind of grew this like bond for some of them, especially when like you see what was it, 10? Is it 10 that dies in episode 1? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's definitely going to be like some redemption thing.
Oh yeah.
It's a very interesting storyline.
I'm just gonna say this here, like that was the reason why I was asking, are we going to the 11 storyline? Because here's what I see these people doing. He's gonna have this little redemption arc, but
Yeah, I think he's definitely gonna die.
He's dying this season. I think
the next episode is literally called Papa, so I think it's gonna focus heavily on that.
Papa Murphy's.
Yeah. No, not that.
Okay.
Not
I think that's something like the big death that people are talking about. I think he's involved, and I think he's dying.
I think so too. I think there's a very good possibility, because I mean, there's that scene with him and Dr. Owens, and like Dr. Owens talks about like, do we really have to do all this and things like that, and Brenner says like there's like a deeper purpose here and all this stuff. Yeah. So like I think we're gonna get more into what he wants to do. I think he wants to prove to 11 that like, I'm not this monster of sorts. I understand, like, I've done like fucked up things, but like he generally does care for her, and I think he is gonna like sacrifice himself. So I think he's dying.
He's gonna sacrifice himself while she's in her fight, and I think that's how he's dying, is by trying to save her.
Yeah. Gonna be some great work for Matthew Modine, so I'm excited.
So
I'm excited to see what they do there. Dr. Owens, not a ton to talk about. I don't think he's going to die this season, but I don't think he's going to make it out of the show alive.
Possibly.
I don't know. I actually think he's dying too.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I saw
it on Twitter. Other people think he's going to die too.
They could. I just feel like maybe they keep him in just so like you have like some part of that agency still there. But we'll have to see. But yeah, I mean, the whole thing with 11, it's going to be very interesting to see where they go with her having her powers back. I mean, I think we're really going to get to see 11 in full throttle in these last 2 episodes, because we haven't really gotten to see that this season. She, has been a bit more subdued. She can't rely on her powers in the way that she once did, and now she can. So I'm interested.
Her power was beating a girl up with a roller skate.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to see Angela again. I think it's like, probably.
If we do, it's probably going to be like very brief.
I said this while you were gone. I said I'm glad she got smacked in the face.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she deserved every bit of that.
As she should. She slayed that.
Yeah. She's never going to try to bully her again. So she deserves every bit of that.
She got what she deserved.
I don't know. In the California with like storyline, after I do think they'll be back in Hawkins.
I think so too. I think something. I think
Joyce reuniting. I think in their little romantic engagement.
I think once we get to Hawkins, I kind of feel like some major's going to happen. It's going to bring everybody back. So. Yeah. With that said, let's talk about Hawkins, because holy shit, where do we start?
Indiana.
There's so much in this story.
Crazy amount.
I guess we can start with just the whole idea of I think we can just start with the whole idea of Vecna and the presence of Vecna overall, because Vecna really adds to this darker, almost horror level that this season goes.
No. I was shook how they put Vecna. I thought Vecna was just another monster, like a Demogorgon from the Upside Down.
Yeah.
But it ended up being one.
Yeah. The whole
crazy twist.
It's such a crazy twist, but it also makes so much sense. One, because you don't get an actor like Jamie Campbell Bower, who's super well known, and just waste him. Like, there's no way. He's going to play a very major role in the season. So you knew that was going to happen. Two, it makes a lot of sense because, you have that scene in episode 4 with Henry Creel. You think that it might be him. And it turns out that is not the case. It's his son. That is the one that
Henry is the son. Victor.
Henry, his name's Henry.
Who was the name of the father? Fucking
Victor.
Victor Creel. There we go. Yeah, Victor Creel. We think that he is connected. We think that he is, Vecna and things like that. Turns out it's his son. The big thing is, we got to find out. People have talked about this. How did Henry get these powers of sorts? How did all this start? I'm not sure if they're going to dive into that this season or if they're going to get more into that next season. But I'll get into my theory for Vecna in that. And I think this is something that a lot of us are probably going to agree on. So Dustin talks about how I think it's either when he's explaining everything to Erica, he basically said, yes, Henry has powers. I don't know if I want to see Henry's powers. I'm kind of scared, but Henry does have some powers of sorts, but we're going to keep that under wraps.
I have the power to send you random images.
Oh, yeah, that's how it happens. Henry's just like, send Kevin a picture of a piano, and that's how it happens. No.
Henry has every power.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So my theory about Vecna, though, getting back on track here, is that, Dustin talks about how Vecna is the Mind Flayer's master. The Mind Flayer is the one pulling all the strings, and Vecna was serving the Mind Flayer. I feel like after the events of this episode, it's reversed. I think Vecna has been the evil all along, and I think Vecna has been waiting to be unleashed. I think, 11 closing that portal inadvertently let out Vecna, and I think we're going to see that Vecna's kind of been the one pulling the strings, and the Mind Flayer has kind of been like subservient to Vecna in that way. So I think that's where they're going. I think we're going to see that Vecna really has kind of been the true evil from the beginning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I actually agree with that because there's, by the way, there's no way, the Mind Flayer, they already interacted with the Mind Flayer, and I feel Vecna, why are all of a sudden these creatures running around Hawkins?
Right.
All of a sudden they're coming out, and I can see one trying to get vengeance for everything.
Yeah.
The creatures really make the show even more unique.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you have fucking demo dogs running around in Russia.
Yeah, and like I said, no, I still kind of feel the Russians are the ones who activated Vecna.
Yeah,
that is a great one.
11 opened the portal to the Upside Down, and that's how all the Demogorgons and all that were able to come out. But Vecna is over here hiding.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're gonna get more into that whole thing. I mean, the confrontation with 11 and Vecna is it's gonna be incredible. I can't wait to see how that all goes down.
I have another thing too. I have another thing too, and I did see this in a video, and I actually see the Duffer Brothers having this twisted story.
Oh yeah.
With it, and that's gonna be Vecna wins this season.
Yep. I was literally I was just talking to my parents about this. I'm not even joking. I do think they're gonna end in an Infinity War style ending where Vecna wins. I think that's exactly what they're gonna do. I think we're gonna have some crazy cliffhanger. We're all gonna be like, fuck, I gotta wait all this time for season 5. And I think Vecna is going to be the one to wreak all the havoc, and that's what's going to bring everybody back to Hawkins is whatever Vecna ends up doing. We see in the trailer for part 2, there's this redness all over the town, kind of looking like the Upside Down in the real world. So I don't really know what that's all about, but Vecna's definitely got something up his sleeve. There's a reason why Vecna is going after the people that he has. The one thing I do want to bring up though with Vecna, and people have brought this up, when Vecna takes away people's insecurities, he now has these insecurities. And I think we're going to dive into that a little bit more where, like, he's going to kind of see the consequences of what he's really done. Oh, don't worry. We are getting into that, Sean.
We're going to get into
that.
Hello, Sean.
Oh,
Yeah.
also, hey, Sean. Also, shout out to my friend Emily. She's watching.
Oh, okay. That's cool. We love Emily. But yeah, I think that definitely Vecna winning the season, that seems like the way it's going to go, because we have a 2.5-hour finale. It's the season before the last. I think that's definitely what's going to happen. So I think that's a very, very good prediction, Grace.
Yeah, I saw that. I think that's what's going to, Vecna. I think Vecna's going to win, because if we've already seen like the Mind Flayer, and we've seen, we already seen the Mind Flayer and all that in the past seasons. It's just like, if we think Vecna is the person who's been running the whole show, then they're not going to bring another creature, another enemy back in 5. It's just going to be a continuation of Vecna and trying to take Vecna down.
I think Vecna is definitely like the overarching villain of the rest of the show. Like, there's no way, like, especially with like how well they've developed Vecna this season. Like, I think that there's still a lot more to do with that character, especially after this twist. And I don't think we're going to wrap it all up in 2 episodes. So
it's definitely
Vecna's not dying.
We're definitely going to like dive deep, I think, into more story, but like, it's probably going to continue more in season 5.
What if the human version of 1 comes back?
Ooh, I could see that'd be interesting. I mean,
that would be interesting for sure.
I could see them doing that. I just don't know exactly how they would go about it, but that could be interesting. I don't know how that would be executed entirely, but that's an interesting sort of theory to dive into. But we got to get into the things that everybody wants us to talk about. So many characters in Hawkins that I think are at huge fucking risk of dying.
Oh God.
Let's start off with Max, because there was a point in the season where we thought Max is a goner, and I think we all like cried our eyes out at that episode.
I will say give Sadie all the awards.
Oh yeah.
100%.
She's carrying
really done, like, brought her, like, she's becoming like, to me, her and Jenna Ortega are on the same level, where they're young and they're gonna like being like, they're becoming huge. Because
absolutely.
I agree. They're so good.
I mean, Sadie Sink's about to be in like this possible like Oscar award possible film with Brendan Fraser like later this year. So she's really going places.
And we've seen her, like, even fucking Taylor Swift got her for her little movie, and
she was so good in that.
She was really, and then she was very phenomenal in Fear Street.
Oh yeah, she's great.
Yes. Oh my gosh, she's so good. Oh, also, I read a tweet earlier. It's she's like, I'm going to stick to it, but August by Taylor Swift, I could listen to it on repeat forever, and it definitely would save me from that Vecna's curse.
Yeah.
Shout out for the tweet that Netflix saying that "Break My Soul" is gonna save us from Vecna. I thought that was funny.
That was funny. Let's get out of the way though. Max is not dying. There's no way Max is dying.
No way.
I hope not.
They already threatened it once. I don't think they're doing it again. I do think you know what I kind of see with Max, because of that. I see Max kind of having a will effect, like in season 5, of being able to feel things in Upside Down.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I think Max is going to feel like more connected to the Upside Down than ever. I don't think that the Vecna luring her is done. I think he's going to try to do it again, and it's not gonna work out quite as well as it did the first time. But I think
with, Billy, especially with the Mind Flayer taking Billy, like Rock and
Henry, I hate you, Henry.
Yeah, I definitely feel that's what's gonna happen on that part. Like, I feel that, especially with Billy Diane and everything, I think that's gonna connect her even more.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think that we're going to see Max really step up in these last 2 episodes, and I'm excited to see how all of that does play out moving
One
forward.
was low-key hot.
But Max is definitely not dying. Like, I don't think
No.
that's something that's going to happen. So a lot of people have talked about the possibility of Lucas dying, and I don't think they would do that either.
I don't think so.
I think they want to bring those two back together first, if they were to kill Lucas off. Especially with the whole story of like Lucas almost abandoning his friends and things like that. I think what they're probably going to do is he's going to have some kind of confrontation like with Jason, and he's going to like have to go after Jason because Jason's going to be like possessed by Vecna. I think Jason's a goner.
Oh,
yeah, I was thinking that.
Gone.
Yeah.
He's straight up dying. There's no way he lives.
Yeah, because he's very much like in denial at this point. Where like he's so convinced that like, oh, Vecna, none of that stuff is real. Like, Eddie's the one that's responsible for everything. We got to go after him, and I think that's going to give Vecna that extra boost to really just like feed into Jason, and Jason's going to die. And I think it's going to be probably one of the more brutal deaths of the season. Oh yeah, no, if Max dies, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do.
Same.
It's not happening. There's no way. Max is not dying.
No,
it wouldn't make sense.
I don't. Any of the kids like Lucas, Dustin, Will, Mike,
not this season.
Hell, no, they're not.
Yeah,
they're
not gonna kill them with one season left and have 5 be the season without one of them.
No,
that'd be weird.
Yeah, that'd be odd.
I could see them killing them, and like if they were to do this like release strategy again, and we get to season 5. I do see them maybe killing one of them in like the penultimate episode of like that first half. But that's a whole different discussion. We'll get to that whenever season 5 comes around. I don't think there's no way that Max is dying. It just wouldn't make sense narratively. But going back to what I was saying with what the hell was I talking about? Lucas. Jason's definitely a goner for sure. I don't think there's any chance that Jason ends up living.
I can see that one.
Unfortunately, I also feel the same way about Eddie. I think Eddie is definitely.
I think people are saying when he's playing the little rock, playing the guitar and trying to save somebody in the upside down. Like
we haven't seen that yet.
What?
Yeah. I think. Yeah, I think Eddie's gonna go out in a blaze of glory. It's gonna be
I could see him dying, but like it would obviously suck because like I don't want him to, but like it definitely would make sense.
And continuing the trend of like Stranger Things getting us a new character that everyone just grows to love, and then just killing them off.
For sure.
I saw this on Twitter, but like season 1 was Barb.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2 was Bob.
Yep.
Season 3 was Lexi.
Yep.
And then season 4 probably is going to be Eddie because I don't see who else they would kill. The big thing I want to talk about though is, and this is something I want to know all of your guys' opinions on, is so we have 4 characters that are placed into the Upside Down at the end. They're trapped inside the Upside Down in the mid-season finale. We don't know what's going to happen. I think this is absolutely foreshadowing that one of those 4 characters. Oh yeah, that's how the season's really going to be. I was talking about Vecna doing something disastrous. I really was just talking about Vecna snatching me up, so I'm not going to be able to talk about the rest of the show. And that's
Kevin's insecurity that Vecna's going to go after all the.
Oh no.
All the 16 places, and then Kevin getting 8th twice in a row.
No, that's not bad.
16. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just I go on the Upside Down. It's just a bunch of boot posts. That's all I see. And then it's a picture of the winner post I didn't get for EXP, and that's what gets to me. Oh no. Yeah, I know I'm floating. I don't have the effect to showcase this in a realistic manner, but oh no.
It's okay. I'll play Death Grips and you'll escape.
Yeah. Okay. So, stop. Don't get me started. That is not the song that would save me. That is the song that would make it worse. That's the song that would guarantee that I'm a goner. There's no saving me. The song that would save me is like, I don't know, fucking some Broadway song of some sort. But anyway,
Fix you.
Honestly, something from Cats.
No, not that. That's not what would do it.
No, it'd be All-Star, but slow down a bit.
Yeah, All-Star would be the thing that would save me. But yeah, getting back to what I was saying. So there are 3 characters that, obviously we talked about how Eddie is most likely a goner because it would make the most sense, I think, for them to kill him. I do think one of the 3 of Steve, Robin, or Nancy are a goner. This season.
Okay, no, like it would make sense, but I will be so upset if they kill both. Well, Nancy's honestly like one of my favorites since the beginning, but if they kill Robin and Steve, like...
Oh, I don't think all of them are dying. I think just one of them probably are.
Everybody's
going to be pissed.
Everybody's saying Steve's dying.
I heard like Steve a lot, but
I heard too.
We did get like a cliffhanger with like Nancy, so I could see her possibly dying.
I thought they were gonna kill Nancy, and I don't think it would be a terrible end to her character because they're really trying to get back into like the Steve and Nancy of it all and like them reconnecting and things like that. Sean, I fucking hate you for this message.
We were talking about Jonathan. I was like, Jonathan and Nancy are gonna break up. What if they end up killing Nancy? Do you know what's gonna do? Her dying is going to affect Steve, Jonathan, and Mike.
I actually kind of do want to see that because I think that it would give us like really like emotionally hefty material for like season 5.
That is a development to Jonathan's character too.
As much as I love Nancy, that wouldn't make sense, like because the emotion that they would all go through, like in season 5.
Yeah.
I'm in the unpopular side of the coin where I think Steve is living.
Yeah, I think so too. I just think it's too predictable. Like I've heard so many people say, "Oh, Steve's gonna die. Steve's gonna die." I just don't see it. Like I get it that Steve is like in this great place, and like we're really diving deeper into like his relationships with like both Nancy and his friendship with Robin and things like that. But I don't think Steve is gonna die. I think it's gonna be Nancy. I think that's
I could see it honestly because it wouldn't be as expected,
especially since now Vecna has gone after her.
Yeah.
The interesting part about it is that her insecurity is going literally Jonathan.
Yeah, it's that and also not being able to save Barb. I think that's her.
Yeah, that too. That too, like Jonathan not being able to save Barb. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would not be surprised if Nancy remains trapped in like the Upside Down in like episode 8, and then they have to try to save her and it doesn't quite work out. I think what's probably going to happen is we're gonna get kind of like a similar scene to what happened with Max, but it's not going to work this time. And I think that's what inevitably is probably going to happen when it comes to the death of either of those characters. It's going to be tragic for sure.
It'll be upsetting either way.
I do think like the first time, I think with what the cliffhanger we got, I think Nancy is going to survive that.
Oh yeah.
But there's going to be another time when Vecna's going after her.
Yeah. I mean, especially because, and people have mentioned this, Vecna told her his entire life story. There's a reasoning for that.
Yeah, I was literally, do y'all know what I was, that's another thing we need to go into. What do you guys, why do we think Vecna did that?
I generally don't know. I think he has some sort of deeper purpose for Nancy. Like they have some sort of
kind of motive,
and I'm not entirally sure like what that's.
Like, maybe they'll get more into that motive next.
Oh my god! I just thought of something. What if Nancy becomes? What if Vecna? If Vecna did that, like, what if Vecna wants Nancy to be an ally, does something, and say if she dies, she does something to her, and she ends up turning into a villain.
That'd be interesting. That
would be
kind of like what they did with Billy in like season 3. That'd be interesting.
That would be really interesting.
What they did with Billy, because think about it, like Vecna didn't do it to Max.
No.
Vecna didn't do it to the other people he's taken.
Yeah.
Doing it. He told Nancy.
Yeah, I feel like he sees something in Nancy that he didn't see in the others, and I think we're going to get more of an idea of what that's all about. I think that he kind of wants to lure Nancy in, make her feel more comfortable, make her feel like, you know, Vecna's not this terrible person and things like that, and she's either going to go rogue and become a villain, or it's what's going to inevitably kill her. And I think that is where that is actually a really interesting idea if they do that. Because there's definitely a reason.
And do that, make her some kind of, because because of literally him telling this story and nobody else got that same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And if they do that, it connects 11, because 11 was literally remembering what happened at the same time.
Yeah. So I'm very interested in seeing how that's going to play out if they do what you say they're going to do with Nancy. I think in regards to like the big thing that Vecna's going to do at the end of the season, I'm not entirely sure what exactly is going to happen, but I think it will definitely result in some kind of character death. Like, we're definitely getting a death. There's no way.
Definitely getting at least someone dying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I do dying.
Steve, I don't know why people are saying he's dying. I think he's gonna be okay.
I think he dies next season. I don't think he dies.
He's gonna die.
Yeah, see that.
He's too much of a fan favorite for them to take him now.
And
Right.
Steve's had a lot. Steve has. I can see why people are saying Steve, because he has had a lot of close calls. Not even this season, season 2, when he's fucking like attacked by those demo dogs, and you think, oh my god, Steve's a goner. You know, season 1, they were supposed to kill off Steve, but they didn't because they thought that they had some more potential for that character. So I do think Steve is eventually going to die. No, that's not going to happen.
That's so funny.
You play too late. You know.
Seb's losing it.
No, when he has to sit, when I make him watch these episodes, he's already gonna know what's gonna happen.
I know, because he decided to watch this video.
But no, what was I gonna say though? But here's the thing, like, yeah, Steve, nothing's gonna happen to him.
No.
Robin, I don't. Robin, on the other hand, I kind of do think the possibility Robin's going to be in trouble.
Yeah, I don't think Robin's going to die. I think they have more they need to.
Get injured very badly or something like that.
Oh yeah, because there's that line in the trailer where Robin says, "I have a feeling we're not going to win this one." So something's going to happen with Robin for sure.
Something is brewing at D&D.
Here's the other thing.
Think about it: the way her and Nancy are becoming friends.
I was about to mention that.
And then weren't they best friends at one point too? And then they were pulled apart.
Yeah.
They were best friends at one point, and I think that's gonna come into that's gonna go into Nancy's little storyline arc there. It's just like, I think that's gonna happen, especially, and think about it too with Robin also with her storyline of that with the girl.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's really going to affect Robin if Nancy dies. So we'll have
honestly, like, I loved their moments this season. Honestly,
oh yeah, very unexpected bond, but I really like
it. Makes me, like, it's just so wholesome. It makes me so happy that they're like friends now.
Yes,
there is that theory that I think probably whenever they were friends with each other, Robin probably had a crush on Nancy.
Ooh, my God.
That's not gonna happen. Yeah, maybe this is the direction they're going. Like,
yeah, babe, that's totally what Stranger Things is planning on doing. Yeah,
he was never jealous. He was never jealous of Jonathan. He was jealous of Nancy because Nancy took Jonathan away from him. They're gonna recontextualize his entire character. No, that's not what they're gonna do.
My man's gonna write season 5 of Stranger Things, and that's gonna be in the storyline.
He's gonna be the third Duffer brother.
He's gonna Sebastian Duffer.
Yeah, he's gonna change his last name just so he can do that.
No,
we don't need this. We don't need Pete Davidson. We don't need Pete Davidson to show up.
Oh no.
We don't need that.
No, but yet, like, if Robin said, "I have a feeling we're not winning this one," like, obviously, too, like, Vecna's gonna survive.
Yeah, I think that's definitely an indication because, like I said, I think Vecna's definitely surviving.
Vecna gets stronger every time he kills somebody.
Yeah.
So, like, oh my God! Imagine I think when I said the Russians activating Vecna, what if like Hopper's fake death is what her next switch on?
Ooh, actually, yeah, that could be interesting. No, we're not doing that. Just random cameo character we've never seen.
I don't think
defeated.
so. That's good. That gives like character we've never seen. That gives me Alex Drake PLL finale vibes.
Oh God, we're gonna start it on that.
Pete Davidson's gonna be the older version of one or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. But no, I saw something funny too, but I'm not gonna say it because somebody in the comment section still needs to watch Squid Game. It hasn't yet, and YouTube didn't finish it, so I'm not gonna say
we need to.
Yeah.
Because it's
although I unfortunately at this point I do know
need to
spoilers.
start it.
So
yeah, the person in the
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. Mike's gonna become a stoner like Jonathan, and he's gonna turn into Pete Davidson.
Oh yeah.
The king of Hawkins.
It's gonna be like, oh yeah, the other thing we forgot to talk about, Argyle and that girl. We're definitely gonna see more of that for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, what? I'm kind of blanking. What girl?
It's like the girl
Susie's sister.
Yeah.
Oh, Susie's
yeah, when they go to the group, when they go to like the group home that like Susie's in.
Oh yeah, the mom or whatever.
Yeah. And we see she's like in the truck, so I guess she's gonna like along with the ride. So I'm excited to see what they do with that character.
Yeah.
That's gonna be really,
yeah,
really just. I wonder what they. No, I like his character so much. He's so funny.
Yeah, for sure.
Literally, like definition of a true stoner for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would see Argyle. I could see Argyle being somebody who would play orgs.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Honestly.
Argyle to play distortion. Apply the distortion, Argyle. I'm gonna call his pizza place and tell him to play.
Call the number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the funniest thing when he was doing that long venting thing, and the cop was just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Definitely. I am looking into Robin. There's one thing that we did get incorrect. She wasn't friends with Nancy. She was like obsessed with Steve. That's what her whole character was. Her whole thing was like she always had an obsession with Steve in high school. And remember, like he thought that like she liked him at first, and then she revealed that she was a lesbian.
So. I loved her coming out story was so important.
Yeah. So that's what it was.
Oh, it wasn't they were friends or whatever.
No.
What do I think they were? I'm getting storylines. See,
I think you're getting mixed up with like Barb or something like that.
I'm gonna check on Twitter and see what other if anybody other potential theories that are on here.
Yeah, because I think we got through pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Aside from Seb's insane theories.
Well,
we need to just like not even be here. Like all of us need to like the next one we do is just gonna be Seb theorizing.
Yes. He said his theories are making sense.
Oh yeah, no. Honestly, like they make a lot of sense. Like you brought up a lot of very interesting and I think very cogent points that I think we'll definitely have to think about in these next 2 episodes.
Yeah, I also feel with I'm seeing Max and Lucas posts on here. I do feel this storyline is gonna bring them like.
Oh yeah,
they had an on-off. They have such an on-off relationship. I think it's gonna bring them like create more stability part to their love.
Oh, we have a caller that wants to give their theories. Caller, what do you think?
It's time for your suffering.
Oh no, it's Vecna.
Oh no.
Wait, I didn't hear a clock though, so I don't think this is real. Oh God. Okay, I'm hanging up. We're not doing that.
Okay. A video just pulled up. Look, a video just pulled up here. Why is 8 not in the Hawkins lab?
I thought 8 was.
No, Darren. There's a video. She's not there.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, the Hawkins lab for this season.
Oh.
She's not there.
They're gonna finally go back to that. I hope not.
Oh God.
I
don't think they're gonna get her this season. Next season, I think they will.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll
I
see.
could.
Okay, what else was I looking? Okay, I was looking at other theories and everything. What was I gonna say? I don't remember what the fuck I was gonna say. I had another theory that I just know. I don't even know. I'm just looking. There's so many cartoons. The way that they're gonna leave this big ass fucking cliffhanger, we're gonna.
I know. I already am sensing it. Or it's gonna end, and we're gonna be like, we gotta wait all this time for that. Like
season 5, like
yeah, it's gonna be something crazy. It's gonna be something that I think we're all gonna be talking.
We're all gonna be like shook, like in our thumbnail.
Like I said, I think the same way that, and like Ali and Henry will understand. I don't think, Grace, you've seen the movie, but the same way that we all felt when like Infinity War ended, like that's sort of like the way it ended, and we were like, what the fuck is gonna happen? Oh no.
What the hell?
If it's season 3, Billy, fine. Season 2, fuck no.
Okay, but
no, it's season 1.
You're season 3, Billy. That means you die.
I mean, yeah, but Billy's like not racist in season 3, so
yeah.
Oh no, I know what I was gonna say. So, I think they're going. No, when I'm talking about
Billy Vance is in Stranger Things.
I'm Nancy Vecna story. What I think is gonna happen.
Billy Vance.
Here's what I think is gonna happen. I think Vecna. Okay, so I don't think they're gonna win the war with Vecna at all.
No. Vecna's gonna win.
I'll win your war.
What happen is that they're gonna think Nancy's dead.
Ooh.
They're gonna think Vecna died.
Yeah.
But it's gonna show the cliffhanger of Vecna and Upside Down living, and Nancy's gonna be down there with them.
Ooh, yeah. I could see that. Nancy, like he like drops Nancy down, and then she's just dead. That would be devastating, but I could see them doing something like that. So
I don't think she's gonna be dead though, because they think that she's gonna be, because the whole question of why did Vecna tell his story to her?
Yeah,
not the other people he took or tried to do when he tried to take Max.
Because Turkey Town.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get into that. So. All right, I think
they think they're gonna have Vecna killed, and he's not gonna be dead, and that's when he comes back and swoops in 5.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be very interesting.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see how that all plays out. I'm also scared to see how it plays out, because I think it's
me too.
Fucking devastating as hell. But like
they're gonna have some sad things happen, like the people dying. Brenner's gone. Eddie's gonna be gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the fucking Jock who was going after Eddie, he's
Jason.
Gone.
Yeah.
He's
Jason
gone.
Derulo.
No, not him.
I see that potential of Murray being killed too.
Yeah, Murray could die. Nancy.
I think the way Brenner's gonna die, honestly, I don't think it's gonna be by Vecna. I think the people who are going after 11, the security that's going after 11, I think they're gonna shoot him.
Yeah, I think
Or
so
they're
too.
gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we also forgot about there's this whole fucking mob now that's like after Eddie, and I think some of them are also probably gonna like bite the dust somehow.
I think we
yeah.
don't talk much about the people like the security, the government that's after 11. What do we think with that?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see because like some of them are like very like adamant about like getting to her, and we'll see how that all plays out. If they're like,
they're going to find her in Hawkins, and I think they're going to see that she's not the one who's killing. I think Derek Beckman's gonna kill all of them.
Yeah. It's gonna be like, and it's gonna be like brutal. Like they're gonna see 11. They're gonna give us this hope that like they're gonna like finally see 11 for like who she is, and then Vecna just like slaughters all of them. I can totally see that.
I think they're gonna find. I think Brenner's getting killed by them getting shot or something.
I could see that. I also could see him going out the way we said, where like 11's like fighting Vecna and Brenner like sacrifices himself.
That too. Maybe that's how Brenner goes, but the other dude, I keep forgetting his fucking name.
Oh, Dr. Owens, Paul Reiser's character.
I think I could see them shoot at him.
Yeah, I could see that. Definitely.
I heard a theory that like the therapist was working with Vecna, but I don't know how true that is.
Oh, she has all the files.
Oh yeah.
She could be.
Yeah,
possibly.
They didn't show her too much.
No, they only showed her in the first episode.
Yeah, very little.
It's possible. I don't
Unless
know.
they do like a surprise and she just comes out like.
Yeah. I don't know. There's so many possibilities for where they can go. We could honestly be here for 3 hours if we wanted to.
I know.
We can't because some of us have things to do in like an hour. So we're going to go ahead.
In 5-6 hours.
I mean, I just got my associate's degree, so I don't think so.
Get another one.
I mean, when you go get your bachelor's, you're going to have a
whatever that is.
Go on
we're not here to talk about my plans post associate's degree. What we are here to do is wrap up this video. So we're gonna go through everybody's outros right now, starting off with Grace.
Hi.
Hi.
So much fun.
Hello.
I'm looking forward. I'm so ready for Friday to get here.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I can definitely be able to watch. So y'all follow me on I did it right. My Twitter here. Y'all see this right there. Y'all follow that. I will be tweeting my thoughts on how I feel about things that happen. Yeah, this season's good. Like really good ass fucking content.
Yeah.
That we got for sure. I'm excited. I'm like season 1 was what had me on my toes personally.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
3 were good, but season 1 was ultimately what had me on my little toes, and then this season has me on my
Yeah, this season is unlike is a different beast entirely, especially because of the movie length episodes.
On the movie length episodes, I also think too, like they take so long to film things. I think they purposefully made it more adult like for the people who started watching with them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think happened. But
straight up horror.
All right. Yeah, for sure. Speaking of straight up horror, Henry, go ahead.
All right. Yes, I am Pinkie Pie. Yes. All right.
No, you're actually Julia Rowe.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, you know where to follow me on the Twitters. I talk about the show a lot. I'm very excited for these last 2 episodes to come out on Friday. And yeah, fuck the Supreme Court.
Yes.
the Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court. Absolutely.
Fuck them. I hope Vecna kills all of them.
Yeah, that's gonna be
that.
Seb's last theory.
Right?
That is Seb's last theory.
Also, shout out to Olivia Rodrigo for doing more than other people.
Honestly.
Shout out to O-Rod.
Oh yes. Yeah, is that what we call her now?
Yeah, that's what Hive Mind calls her. So I was like, yeah.
Okay. That's funny.
Also, shout out to the people who watched this, which were my
No, we're not doing this again.
Which were the that was wonderful. Did you please?
Apologies if you're wearing
headphones.
headphones.
But yeah, shout out to the people who were watching.
Shout out to THX.
Well, Sean, and then the
Shout
love
out
of
to
my
Sean
life,
and Seb.
and Emily.
Emily.
And someone named
All the
Meatballs Gotti.
viewers.
I wonder who that could possibly be.
Oh yeah, that's a king.
Oh yeah,
Ish, I
sure.
guess.
Yeah. But
Hey,
yeah,
he said, wait, he said, what about Seb? What about my last theory? What last theory?
yeah. What is your last theory? I do want to hear
If it's
it.
still him, that's in the viewers.
Yeah, come on. We all want to know. That's what's most important.
Right?
Let's be honest with ourselves.
What is his last theory?
I don't know, y'all.
Our theories don't mean shit compared to his. Seb knows his Stranger Things. That's a great theory, Seb. I'm glad you indulged us with that. Anyway,
My theory is Kevin's dick.
oh wow, that's I think that's a good time to wrap this up here. Thank you guys, of course, for watching. Very fun to do this video. We'll probably do like a follow-up to this once part 2 comes out.
Yeah, I would love to do follow-up for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
our
then we have to
predictions
do the
on
same thing for we think it's gonna happen in 5.
yes, what we think is gonna happen in 5, all that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how.
I was
how that all
actually
plays
kind of
out.
thinking that too. Like we should do one for season 5.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely will. But either way, guys, that's it for this
Also,
video.
Also stay tuned for Ascendance today.
Yes. Also, this is very important. If you have any interest in playing a little game that we came up with, it's called Applause Survivor. It's a Survivor themed. It's Hairspray themed. You have exactly one more day to apply.
Well,
apps
it's
are
actually
closing.
only about 5 or so more hours.
Actually, yeah, like 5 or so hours. Apps are literally closing at midnight. So, like, if you want to apply, like, this is the time to make it happen. Because it's going to be a great season. I think we have a lot in store. I'm very excited to see how it's going to go. Grace is basically pseudo prod. She knows a lot of what's going to happen in this game as well. Henry, I don't think we've told you much, but maybe when the season happens, we'll let you know some things. Yeah. Also, I'm sure Grace was going to bring it up. Watch the Distortion finale. It's going to be great.
Yes.
Distortion final tribal finale is literally going to be happening in like less than an hour, like 45 minutes.
Excited.
I mean, I'm most excited to hear from a beautiful jury member. So, you know, that's what
of course you gotta bring that up in here.
But anyway, that's it for this video. As always, hope you guys enjoyed it.
Watch
and
cats.
remember, couples who podcast together stay together.